All right, well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the 30th episode of WPW Saturday Night Showdown. I am your host, the Killjoy JTB, and joined every week by my broadcast partner, Mr. Vega, Fun Hashime.
Hello, JTB. I trust you've had a wonderful week.
I did, and this week was... I gotta tell you, the stuff the commission was planning out for this week was absolutely just a little bit insane. I must say, you know, it is the 30th episode after all. Obviously, though, we are on the road to the 35th episode, which will be the Super Show of WPW. That main event of that night, a lot of stuff is happening that night, ladies and gentlemen. You have Hannah Matsumoto and Keith Von Lau. They'll be defending their respective titles that night, and then a new #1 contender for both the Rocker Girl Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship will be crowned in that same night. And speaking of Keith Von Lau, we will, in our main event tonight, we have a fatal 4-way match to determine the new #1 contender for his Underground Championship. So we will be seeing who he will be facing at that Super Show. Coming up, I believe it's going to be on June 5th. Nice indeed. We will be hearing what Hannah Matsumoto has to say later on tonight in regards to the #1 contender for her championship, which was found out to be, due to the outcome of last week's main event, is Brunilda Boria, which is very interesting because you have Brunilda Boria, who is a representative of Northstorm Enterprises and by extension a bodyguard to your World Heavyweight Champion, Nicholas Northstorm. And given that Nicholas is kind of anti-corpo, it is a little bit interesting given that, you know, we'll be going up against, Brunilda going up against Hannah Matsumoto. This is like a weird thing going on. But speaking of that main event, after what happened last week, during that match, Alma went back to her locker room only to find in shambles. Just absolutely destroyed. Apparently there was a message ran along the side of the the entire locker room, at least her locker room. The same phrase repeated: "No one will stop us." So, scary.
I mean, just means somebody is very determined.
I mean, yeah, but I don't think you have to go through that. I don't think you have to go to that length. I don't think you have to show determination by trashing a fellow competitor's locker room.
You'd be surprised.
So I tell you who are determined. Our first two competitors in our opening match. So why don't we go ahead and head down to ringside for this opening bout?
Wonderful, JTB.
The phone contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 246 pounds, she is the Witcher, Draven Dunn. Draven Dunn, one of our fiercest competitors here in WPW. was in the first match to crown the inaugural Rocker Girl champion. Unfortunately, was not able to hold a candle to one Shiva, the Primal of Ice. And Shiva holding that title for a good amount of time before losing it to one Amber Drake, so much so that there was even a rematch because of the controversy of the original championship match. And now Shiva is on her way to basically build herself back up, just like Draven is. And introducing her challenger. Weighing in at 193 pounds, she is the ninja of the Bashoan clan, Leina.
Ninja, of course, being a wonderful and very old profession. Assassins mostly, and messengers, depending on where you are.
And maybe thievery?
I mean, that kind of falls into the whole thing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it involves being sneaky, discreet.
If you're going to produce a corpse, may as well loot its pockets at the same time.
True, just make sure you obviously have no fingerprints, which does make me kind of question her choice of fingerless gloves, but, you know, to each their own.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to remove fingerprints.
I heard it is quite easy.
Yes, if you would like, I can show you.
Sure.
Alright, just hold this really hot glass ball for a second.
What? Wait, hold on. Why is it hot?
To remove the fingerprints.
Okay. Ow! God.
Perfect.
My hands received too much punishment lately. Anyway, here we go. Start of the matchup here. Leina Irish whipping Draven to the apron, followed up by a drop kick to the outside. Oh, Leina looking a little bit eager. Referee kind of having to pull her back a little bit.
To be honest, I believe a Witcher is a type of hunter, are they not?
Yeah, so Witchers are interesting. They're monster hunters. They're also not human because from what I understand, the process of becoming a Witcher is kind of painful because it involves drinking a lot of concoctions and more or less mutating your body a certain way. And their code is interesting. They hunt on monsters, but if it has a hint of humanity in it, they more or less have to leave it be. So like trolls, for example, there are certain types of trolls out there that can speak, talk, have feelings and whatnot, and Witchers, and they'll try something, but I think I think the exception is if it attacks, then everything kind of goes out the window. I can't exactly remember. I haven't gone through the Witcher's code in a hot minute.
Well, that just sounds like basic laws of self-defense. If it attacks you, murder it.
Yeah, but say if it's something like, I don't know, something typical like a zombie, they can basically just kill that because it doesn't really have humanity in it. It only cares about hurting.
That sounds really scary.
I mean, and then you have weird instances where you have vampire fiends in a graveyard that instead of killing humans, they just feed off of the dead corpses, so they're not killing people, and it also talks. So I guess, I don't know, where do you land on that? Anyway, Draven putting Leina on a fireman's carry. Oh, dropping her down. Going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
My attention was pulled away because we had a spike in the SMBC.
Oh, a spike?
Yes, something interesting is going on backstage, and I look forward to it.
Oh, I'm worried.
Don't worry, it's far away from the Dippin' Dots.
You know what? Hey, that's fine by me.
Yes, now, you were asking what I feel about vampires.
Well, particularly, like, in the case of, like, a vampire fiend that... Because, like, they usually just straight up want to kill humans, but what if it was a case of, like, a vampire fiend that not only talks, but also only feeds off the remains of corpses and doesn't actually kill people?
That just sounds insanitary for feeding off corpses.
Wait, insanitary or sanitary?
Unsanitary. Insanitary? Your English is weird.
Ah, I heard insanitary.
Well, yes, no, that would not be sanitary. I'd say that most vampires tend to be amicable individuals around me.
Oh, Leina going to the top rope. Oh, and the Razzmatazz hits onto Draven. 2. Oh, kick out at 2, though, by Draven Dunn. Go for the cover up once again, 2. Catching the leg with the dragon screw. Leina quick to get back up to her feet. Oh, Draven now returning the favor. Draven was going to the corner for a little bit, giving anticipation whether or not she was going to tune up the band. Oh, the belly suplex there, going for the cover. 1, 2, kick out at 2.
I think I'm set it straight now.
Oh my goodness, an erudite out of nowhere by Draven.
1, 2.
Oh man. Oh, could be looking for a second one here. See if it connects. And it does. Once again, going for the cover on Leina. 1, 2. Another kick out at 2.
The ninja having a hard time with this level of punishment, but not quite out yet.
Leina's got to quickly try and turn this around. Butterfly suplex there. Looking for another fashion statement. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Stunner off the apron. Oh boy, Leina to the top rope. And a moonsault to the outside. Landing on top of Draven on that thin padding. Pulling Draven back to the inside now. Oh, here we go. Could be looking to finish things off with Mad IQ. Oh, right down to the mat goes Draven. 1, 2, 3.
And your winner, Leina.
I'm not gonna lie, that second errand die from Draven I thought was it, but Leina able to quickly change up her plans ever so slightly and was able to get the victory. Which, I mean, makes sense, you know. Ninja, they kind of have to think of something quickly when they're kind of on spot.
Go with the punches or roll out of the way. Basically your choices at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Up next, of course, we do have the Evergreen. Hansel, I believe.
Yes, Hansel this time around. They had a match both Hansel and Gretel actually had a match last week kicking off WPW with the debut of the new tag team that hit the scene in the form of the Monastery between Ignatius Black and Keith Von Lau. Able to pick up the victory from those two.
This week he's looking to pick up the win over one Montgunnery, I believe.
Yes, the local sheriff of WPW. Now I say we go ahead and head down to ringside and prepare, you know, get ready for this. You know, I think it would be fair to say high flying match. Both of them are quite acrobatic.
Of course.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. See these two competitors in this this next matchup.
This kid has it all.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in at 200 pounds, representing the Hellhounds, Hansel Evergreen. Now, if my memory serves me, I think this might be Hansel's second or third singles match back since coming out of his injury, because he had one singles match after, I think it was either before or after Stand Your Ground, and since then he's been tag teaming with his brother.
Which, to be fair, they are quite the formidable force as a tag team.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And introducing the challenger. Weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the Sheriff of WPW, Montgunnery.
There's an impressive amount of glow on this man.
Yeah, so much so that a lot of people, including yours truly, took to calling him the gentleman of WPW. Because, I mean, you know, look at that trench coat and look at that hat. It's very, very dapper.
Well, the hat is definitely dapper. The trench coat is more something along the line I've seen in the back hats. I think I might know a watch seller who'd like that coat.
Well, you're gonna have to ask Montgunnery if he's willing to even part ways with it. All right, here we go. Hansel immediately Irish whipping Montgunnery into the corner. Oh, Montgunnery. Elbow to the face. Returning the favor.
And up.
And down he goes to that face buster.
Fortunately, Hansel wearing that gorget, protecting his neck.
Yeah, I'll say yeah, smart move with a lot. I mean, given that there's a lot of, you know, submission maneuvers that revolve around doing anything around the head and neck area, that really smart move on Hansel.
Which, to be fair, if you really want to take your opponent out of commission quickly, the head is where you focus. Getting note that there's someone in the back saying that there's gimmick infringement somewhere.
Gimmick infringement? Where?
Not sure, but they'll sue.
Oh, well, I mean, they're gonna have to deal with the Matsumoto family, because in an announcement that was made last week, Hana Matsumoto, or at least a representative of Matsumoto, announced that the Matsumoto family has purchased Arasaka, Japan. And right there with a standoff by Montgunnery, and probably hand on the top rope looking for a high noon. Back to back. Oh, but Hansel had the knees up. Yeah, Arasaka Japan, by technicality, no longer a primary sponsor, but still also is. I mean, I think it would be the Matsumoto family now, our primary sponsor. I actually don't know.
I mean, probably equal shares with the sponsors I brought in, honestly.
Probably. Montgunnery looking for another standoff onto Hansel. Going for the pin now. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Corner, and then driving that ankle into the neck of Hansel.
Oh, a high noon from the standing position. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. I think Montgunnery may have used up everything in... No, he clearly didn't use everything in his tank.
Keep in mind, if you want to take down a werewolf, you need to be more than willing to out-endure them, because boy, do they not want to go down.
Well, I mean, there's also the quick and easy way of doing it, and I believe that's just silver, but, you know, we don't want any in-ring deaths.
It depends on the type of werewolf, actually. Not all of them are weak against silver. Usually that's only the cursed kind, not the natural werewolf.
Oh, okay.
Yes, no, if the Evergreen here was a cursed werewolf, we'd be seeing burns from the silvered chrome on Montgomery at this point.
stunner there by Hansel. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
It also depends on the type, because this might be a Hellhound werewolf, which again, not so.
I'm learning a lot about werewolves today. Neat. I'll have to make note of those. Hansel, though, still looking to whittle down Montgunnery after the Sindire was not enough to put him away. Montgunnery. Oh, he is looking for another standoff. I believe that was a standoff in every corner of the ring in this entire match. And then following it up with a high noon. 1, 2. Oh my goodness.
Montgomery finally starting to get some wear out of the Evergreen.
3 or 4 standoffs and 3 high noons. Still not enough to take down this Evergreen. Hansel, meanwhile, only pulling off one little Jimmy and a Sindire, or Quick Claw, I believe, is what he calls it. Oh, neck breaker off the top rope. Another stunner to Montgunnery. Here we go. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Montgomery once again proving that he may be down, but he's not quite out yet.
Oh, ooh, that could have been it. Hansel will send Montgunnery up for Sindire. Montgunnery, though, reversing, and it looks like looking for another high noon. 1, 2, 3.
And your winner, Montgunnery.
I think that's honestly the most out of his arsenal we will see Montgunnery use. Which, I mean, you know, if you're going up against a werewolf, that makes sense. As you said earlier, you're gonna want to whittle down someone like Hansel to the best of your ability, and what better way to do it than pulling out literally everything you have? Obviously, Hansel had the advantage of, you know, since Montgunnery is using that and using up so much of his energy, able to use that against him in the later parts of the match. But unfortunately, it seems like quantity certainly went over quality. And I mean that in the best way possible. As both our competitors head to the back and we get ready for our next match, I gotta ask you, Vega, are you ready for some triple threat action?
Of course, one of my own is in this match.
Of course you would be. Oh. We got ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be getting ready for, I mean, obviously we have our ring crew right now. Getting the ring reinforced and everything because we do have ourselves quite the hoss fight ahead of us. Now, there was a little bit of a shake-up in the card. The commission realized that they had accidentally double booked someone tonight, so they had to quickly replace him with someone else so that that particular competitor can get ready for the main event tonight. But, you know, without further ado, let's go ahead and head down to ringside for the for some triple threat action. Are you ready, Vega?
Of course, JTB. Let us see what we have.
The following contest is a triple threat match set for one fall. Introducing first.
Coming to the ring first, standing 7'4", weighing 397 pounds. Anaj of the mountain, Avendash.
Announcer quickly getting pulled away. Kind of overstepping his boundaries over a little bit.
Don't worry, his throat will heal.
Well, I mean, he's gotta get ready for the next two announcements. And introducing second. Weighing in at 310 pounds, hailing from the land of Greece, Odysseus. And I'm getting a note here by our Department of Talent Relations. Odysseus is actually from the land of Ithaca.
As long as it's not Icathia.
Why?
Not
What's
many tentacles and bugs in that area for me.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, no one likes those. Unless you're into that, but you know, I'm not gonna kink shame.
I'm a high cleric of Lunticur, not a high cleric of fools, so we'll continue on the route we are.
And introducing third. Weighing in at 355 pounds, representing the Primals, he is the Primal of Fire, Ifrit.
An interesting choice, of course, for tonight, because we're putting the Primal of Fire against a man who is under monkier of the mountain.
Imagine if Titan were here, we would be having ourselves a fully fledged volcano.
Oh, probably. Speaking of, I'm surprised Anaj is in gladiatorial gear tonight.
I guess once he found out he was going up against Ifrit and Odysseus, who are both, for all intents and purposes, wearing armor, I guess it only makes sense.
Fair enough. I'm surprised he didn't try to bring the 9-ring staff down to ring out.
Excuse me, he has a staff?
Yes, a 9-ring staff. He uses it for leverage for launching him across long distances.
You know, fair enough. Odysseus, though, kind of realizing he's a tad bit smaller than the likes of Anaj and Ifrit, but I mean, he's still beefy nonetheless.
Of course, size and weight does make the advantage. However, prestigious size is not everything in a fight.
Yeah, and at least it looks like in the case of Odysseus, narcissism is probably very big in that nature.
It's a hell of a drug. Ooh, that vicious punch lifting up the 400 pounds of Anaj. Straight up.
I believe it was Odysseus that actually fought another of one of your BGF guys in the form of Luther Bolfenheim when Luther made his debut here in WPW a few weeks ago.
Yes, Luther quite enjoyed the fight from what I
Odysseus looking like he's more or less keen on just letting the two bigger guys fight it out, which, I mean, wise strategy, but one of them's about to notice, and it looks like Ifrit did in fact notice.
I think it's less that Anaj didn't notice and more that he didn't care.
Yeah, oh my god. Nice Spanish fly there from Anaj, followed up by a standing shooting star press. You know, even though I've seen it multiple times, it always shocks me to see the kind of stuff that Anaj is able to pull off. It's almost like you never know what he's gonna do next.
I mean, Anaj is not the largest high flyer. I mean, he's just the largest one who was able to pass bar to get on this show. Out to dry.
Ifrit glowing over to the crowd, but Anaj quickly noticing. Ironman's carried position. Oh! Slammed down to the mat, and out goes Montgunnery, and out goes Ifrit. And I'm sorry I messed up my words. That is Odysseus. We saw Montgunnery in the last match.
Anaj trying to throw Ifrit into the side of the ring. And it appears that Anaj and Odysseus have found common ground in Ifrit.
Well, the alliance is quickly short-lived as Anaj immediately slamming Odysseus into those steel steps. Here we go, spinning head scissor takedown by Anaj onto Odysseus. Oof, big gut punch there. Ifrit now back up to his feet. Looks like he's kind of stretching the limbs out. Which, you know, not always a bad thing to do. Ooh, suplex there by Anaj. Keeping his focus on Odysseus.
Anaj quickly changing focus over to Ifrit as he's on his feet now. Keeping in mind that Anaj is a seasoned multi-individual match specialist, meaning he knows not to give his opponents too much time to recover normally.
What? No. What? Why the hesitancy in the voice?
Anaj will occasionally showboat. I'm not saying it's beyond his ability. However, we often see what you lovingly call taunt to body.
Yeah, especially in cases like this in multi-mans where anyone can be up at any given time. And if they catch that, they're going to take advantage of it.
Speaking of taking advantage of it.
Oh, Ifrit almost knocking out the ref.
And we have blood.
Ooh, Anaj going after the back of the knee there. And then a DDT to Odysseus not soon after. And then doing it again to Ifrit.
Making use of the horns for leverage as well. Despite his size, Anaj has a surprisingly large amount of endurance and agility. 1, 2. Ooh, kick out at 2.
Odysseus able to get back up to his feet. Back in the ring now. Turned his back against his opponent. Not the wisest move. Oh!
Anaj taking advantage of the respite he could get.
Irish whipped into the corner.
And again, looks like this big gut punch again.
Oof. Ifrit quickly launching Odysseus into the air.
That looked like almost 12, 13 feet in the air.
Putting Odysseus in that camel clutch, and Anaj looks like trying to interrupt the submission. Oh, now going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 by Odysseus. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, looks like Odysseus is going, ooh, so close to under the mountain. Two, and kick it to 2. Ifrit telling Odysseus to bring it on. Odysseus happily bringing up some stink on that. Close leg.
Irish whip to the outside. Taunts a body though to Anaj.
Once again with this big gut punch.
Any more, it's going to start putting dents in that armor.
I mean, it's hardened leather, so it's easy enough to bend right.
Oh, and Olympus' Rage by Odysseus, but Ifrit right there to break up the pin attempt.
There appeared to be some confrontation about who wanted to take a piece of Anaj a little bit more between Odysseus and Ifrit.
And Ifrit with Bowel of Embers onto Odysseus. Going for the cover up now. 1, 2. Kick out at 2.
Anaj only now getting back to his feet.
Oh, and a big headbutt to Ifrit. A half camel clutch, but Anaj immediately with a drop kick to break it up. Oh, launched almost over Ifrit.
Not surprising considering the size of Anaj.
Right in front of Ifrit, taunta bodied.
As I said, normally he's better than this.
Oh dear.
And from the middle rope.
Oh! Avalanche attitude adjustment off the middle rope, but an attempt was made by Odysseus right there to break up the attempt.
And Ifrit finding out what Anaj has been enjoying all match.
Oh, not trying to take out the leg there of Ifrit. Another huge gut punch.
I believe that makes number 6 for Anaj.
You'd think he'd be. You'd think he'd be using that gut punch against the man who isn't wearing any chest armor. But oh!
And Ifrit has been buried under the mountain. 1, 2. Oh, kick out at 2.
Ifrit, one resilient mofo, as I believe the kids would call it.
That is definitely a statement.
Oh! Right off the top rope. And DDT to Ifrit. Oh, going for a cover up, but into the corner. Ifrit reversing. Oh, oh. Hit on Ifrit, but almost hit the horn there.
Those two-handed swings driving into the back of Ifrit, trying to keep him down. And Anaj having enough of Ifrit in general. Up. And a float over from Odysseus.
A big German suplex there. And Ifrit once again led to the outside.
Apparently both Anaj and Odysseus having enough of Ifrit this match. Ooh, big slam onto Odysseus's back.
Ifrit seemingly paying no attention to Anaj as he was able to quickly recover.
Anaj again having the wherewithal to get out of the ring so that he isn't pinned. Odysseus using the horns as leverage to beat the drums of war on Ifrit's chest.
Did you count that? Was that 10?
I think so, I believe so. Ooh, driving me into this thin knots on the outside.
And obviously in these multi-man matchups, there are no countouts, no disqualifications, anything goes. Oh my god, headbutt to Anaj, but I don't know if that was the wisest move by Odysseus.
To be fair, he's already bleeding, so I don't think he cares if he gets busted open moving.
Maybe, but I don't know. I prefer to, you know, not increase the wounds that are already given to me.
Don't worry, it's just a flesh wound.
Oh my god! And has just Irish whipped into the ass of Odysseus there.
As you do, I'm sure the Greek enjoyed it.
I don't want to think about the implications of that. I know Greeks are kind of odd. I mean, you just have to look at their entire pantheon to know that. Just make sure I don't get an angry message from some sort of prophet in the near future from saying that.
Don't worry, the only angry prophet you have to worry about is me, JTB. Anaj being thrown to the outside again. Ifrit deciding he's had enough of Anaj now.
Oh, here we go. Odysseus setting Ifrit up. Get him set up for Hades. Oh, almost about to hit Hades' fall, but Ifrit was able to escape it.
Anaj taking the moment to recover.
Spine buster there to Anaj by Ifrit.
And an impressive reversal by Anaj.
Oh!
And now Ifrit bleeds. And a kick out at 2.
Let's
looking to bring
stunner off the apron, and Anaj showing off his acrobatic prowess.
Even without his magic, it is still impressive to see the height Anaj can get.
Slammed into the steel steps. And that's just watching by.
Ifrit and Odysseus taking advantage of the take quarters to take down Anaj before Odysseus taking out Ifrit.
Ifrit being able to somewhat fight against both of these guys. Once again, slammed into the steel steps.
At this point in time, I think there's more red on the steps from the blood than from the artificial rust.
I think the ring might be tight on that. Oh, and a bulldog right, right on the outside.
And of course, this being a one-fall match, submissions and pinfalls do not count on the outside of the arena. Not that Odysseus and Ifrit seem to care. Anaj having enough of Odysseus and throwing him back into the ring.
And slamming Ifrit into the barricade.
Ever the strategist. Let's see if he can capitalize on this.
And clothesline to the outside by Odysseus.
And here we go again, folks.
Oof, going after the leg there of Anaj. Ifrit kind of having enough of things at this point.
I'm surprised I didn't hear a crack from that. We'll have to get a resurrectionist to look at Anaj's leg after this, because there might be some more than superficial damage to it at this point.
Ifrit heading back to the outside, rolling Odysseus into the ring. And Battle of Embers to Odysseus. And Anaj back up to his feet and see if he can try and break up the pin in time. 1, 2, and Anaj is able to break it up. Oh,
Not straight saying no to whatever the Ifrit was planning.
probably a belly to belly.
Ooh, and a net breaker to Odysseus. Let's see what he goes for here.
Here we go, Anaj to the top rope.
Looks like Odysseus is going under the mountain. Oh, no.
And Anaj overshooting.
Anaj apparently forgetting he's against a shorter opponent at the moment.
And Olympus's rage onto Anaj. Ifrit. Oh. Looks like Ifrit was about to just let that happen.
Anaj rolling out of the way to prevent Ifrit from just dropping Odysseus on him. And into a camel clutch.
Could that be it for... And Anaj is tapping out!
And your winner, the Primal Ifrit. I'm sure that upward bend in the leg from earlier when Odysseus was wraithing on it, and Ifrit kicked Anaj's leg, had something to do with this.
Yeah.
We have medical staff down there, and they're nodding off Anaj. Well, we'll see how he's doing in a little bit.
It'd be interesting to see how they're gonna handle things. Medical staff obviously brought to us by the Matsumoto family. What? That was quite the outstanding match between those three juggernauts here for WPW. So now, as we get ready for our second match heading into the women's division, we are going to hear from Hana Matsumoto in regards to her upcoming match with the California Courier, Brunilda Borja.
Just in from the reactionists, apparently Anaj is going to be out for a little bit due to a severe fracture in his one leg.
Oh. Well, hope for a swift recovery. But in the meantime, here is Hana. When I won this title, I promised to be a fighting champion, which is what I will continue to do. I'm not breaking my promise. But now, I have a friend of Nicholas Northrum climbing to the top. Every match I've been in has been a contender of match of the night. I've earned my position here in Wolfpack Wrestling, and Haruka has been unbeatable. Morgan is a counter in her own right. But now that I purchased Arasaka with my own business dealings, I've got quite the info on Nicholas, as well as yourself, Brunhilde. Info I'm not going to share, that's not my style. However, my style is simple. Giving you every hurdle possible until the title match to prove yourself more. Like, for example, Commission, maybe having Haruka stomp you out or Morgan out wrestling you. We have time. Haruka. Until then, who's the 10th victim of the Oni's slaughterhouse? Those are words from both Hana Matsumoto and Haruka Daisuke in the office of Arasaka, Japan, after that, after a series of business dealings coming from the words of Hana. It does, I am hearing things in the back by the commission. They are telling me, well, I mean, Morgan's gonna have to get ready because, well, not only does Morgan have to get ready for her for the match that's coming up next, but she has to prepare for a match next week. It looks like Hana will be getting her wish. We will be seeing Brunilda going up against Morgan Reid next week. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and head down to ringside for this next singles match. The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 195 pounds, representing the Matsumoto family, Morgan Reid. And introducing the challenger, weighing in at 210 pounds, Serpica, the Wastelander. Serpica and Morgan Reid, two of our top competitors of the women's division here in WPW. Serpica, a member of the 6-woman tag team that does formed with the Lady Uzra, as well as Zavala Death March.
Thank you very much. I will be right back. The break in the Anaj's leg is a little more complex than the resurrectionists can handle.
Oh, all right. I'll be riding solo for a little bit. Started the match here. Morgan Reid immediately unloading onto Serpica. Following up with an Irish whip into the corner. Oh! A little bit of a springboard moonsault off the top. Unfortunately, Serpica had the knees up just in time. Serpica dragging Morgan into the corner. Wrenching the arm around that rope. Oh! Morgan reversing and a suplex to Serpica. Morgan Reid obviously was recruited into the Matsumoto family. I believe it was shortly after Haruka Daisuke made her debut here in WPW. Hannah looking for members to join her. Morgan Reid was one of the first people that she offered the hand to. Morgan accepting the offer. The only person that has yet to accept the offer by Hannah is Shrike. Quite the mysterious being. We've only ever heard Shrike once here in WPW. Definitely a superhero to all, but a very mysterious one nonetheless.
There we go. He should be good for his match on Tuesday.
Oh, wait, Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday. I tend to win BGF matches on Tuesdays.
Oh, okay.
For those of you with multi-dimensional cable, BGF does have various matches on Tuesdays and Thursdays. What time is it?
Wait, are we talking? I mean, it's 7:30? Close to 7:30?
So yes, no, he's usually running from 8 o'clock to midnight.
8 o'clock? Man, that's all. Yeah, it can be. I have only had to deal with it a few times.
Ooh, and a kick out at 2. Serpica, this one is, yes?
This is Serpica. Serpica the Wastelander, to be more exact, but obviously the Wastelander is more of a title than actual name. Oh, hold on here. Inside cradle by Morgan. 2. Oh, kick out at 2, but oh my goodness, that would have been a shocking end. Oh, went for the springboard moonsault, but Serpica rolling out of the way. Stripped into the corner. And a baseball slide drop kick into that knee there. But for saying shooting star press shortly after, Morgan getting the knees up. Oh my goodness, that would looked like a modified sling blade there. Oh, series of kicks to the chest or stomach to be exact, and followed up by a swift kick to the head, a sweep in the leg.
A series of elbows. Ooh, bringing Montgunnery down.
And went for the atom bomb, but unfortunately not able to hit the mark. And could be trying to go for it again, and still not able to hit it.
Not quite enough range to the middle of the ring.
On Morgan Reid in the corner. Oh, and the spotlight connects. Unfortunately, not really able to cap. I mean, I stand corrected, going for the pin too. But Serpica able to get the elbow up, or shoulder up. Springboard.
Able to get out of the way out.
Yeah. Oof. Once again, going after that left knee. Oh, sweeping the leg. Oh, here we go. And the atom bomb connects onto Morgan. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. One of the very once in a blue moon moments where Serpica is able to land that. Oh, went for a sweep there, but Morgan rolling out of the way, followed up by DDT and a standing shooting star press to Serpica.
Leg drop from the top rope into 2. Ooh, so close.
Morgan going for pin 2. Kick out at 2. Tossing her over. Taking Morgan back up to her feet. And a Wastelander's welcome has been given to Morgan. 1, 2. kick out at 2.
That double heels turd shin could not have felt good, however.
No, absolutely not. And it looks like Serpica is looking to show Morgan the law of the waste. Voice crack. 2.
And your winner, Serpica.
Outstanding victory there by Serpica.
Morgan looking slightly dejected on the outside of the ring there.
Yeah, and given that she's gonna be facing Brunilda next week, can't imagine it's not quite the outcome she wanted.
Probably did not need that morale hit on her way into that match.
Absolutely not. But now, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for our next matchup of the night, we are at the halfway point. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hear some very fantastic words from our very fantastic sponsors.
Start your day right with the clean, sweet spice of Brass Kettle Blend Turkish coffee. One of the day's best perks. Because nobody does coffee better than the Turks.
Put the pep in your step with Lucky Potion, a Did It Alchemy and Catering specialty product.
Now, obviously, ladies and gentlemen, our two other sponsors of the show, we have Magitech Madness. Get all your equipment and Magitech needs from Magitech Madness. They provide us with all of our equipment that we use for every show and pay-per-view, day in and day out. And on top of that, I actually don't know how I'm supposed to do this ad read anymore. But primary sponsor, I guess technically it would be the Matsumoto family. Hooray!
Speaking of sponsors, I have a new hat, JTB. Would you like to see it?
It's not from... I mean, okay, it's just a hat? Okay.
Yes, it's a lovely blue color, see? Only problem is it has a name on the front that glows.
Oh, what? No, get rid of the hat. Ditch the hat. It looks... Listen, it's a nice hat, but also... Blue is not real... It's not a hat color, I feel.
No, it isn't. It's also not my color. I prefer the reds and golds, as you say. Also, that said, we are also partially brought to you by the Dark Ale Golfness. For your daily goodness, get Golfness.
On top of that, ladies and gentlemen, we also have the other sponsor being from the Legend Incarnate Beowulf, his very own monster blood blend, not made of actual monster's blood, is just for naming purposes. Hopefully,
Still
maybe.
disappointing, though.
Well, that's why I said hopefully, maybe, because it's kind of like he says that, but I don't know if I believe him. I mean, it's also a really good. It's also a good fragrance. And obviously, another thing I always make sure, because you know, fragrances and whatnot are the only things I wear every night I'm here. I also make sure to wear my pair of Thrills Kicks, the sneaker brand from our very own Hijinks of the Lucha Quins. Make sure to get yourself a pair over in the vendor section of the arena on your way out, or on your way in, or in between. It doesn't really matter to me much.
I believe that stands right beside the Dippin' Dots.
I may have to talk to Hijinks about relocating, because don't want her shoes to get destroyed. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think we all are refreshed, legs stretched, water has been drinking. Let's go ahead and take you guys onto ringside for this next match. The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 245 pounds, hailing from the Shirohata Empire, she is the Empress Apparent, Asuka Kobayashi. Asuka Kobayashi, very constant in our women's division. So much so, she was in a match for #1 contendership with the Rocker Girl title. Unfortunately, lost that match to Amber Drake, who is now your new Rocker Girl champion. And introducing her opponent, weighing in at 205 pounds, being accompanied to the ring by Sergeant Major Payne, Alma Valen. Wait, hold on, what?
I mean, interesting choice of company. However,
interesting. I mean, I guess he just. It's just weird to me because Sergeant Major Payne has to prepare for his match later on tonight. He'll be going up against Greg Terrace. It was a match cut from last week's episode. But why did he get ready for, like? Hold on, I'm confused. But
additional motivation,
I guess.
But yes, no, Alma Valen is a local shield maker who's been on absolute tear recently.
Yeah, on an absolute tear, so much so that's more or less caught the attention of the goddess Hell. Obviously, after the main event last week, Alma came back to her locker room to find it in shambles. And actually, hold on, I'm being told that I can now open the note that was given to me by Hell last week. Hold on. All right.
1 second, let me put up the full screen. All right, you're good.
All right. All right. Dear Alma, I've always wondered what your game was, wondered just why you joined this fun group of mortals. I always thought it was because you were just as weak as them, but after having a little peek, I noticed your necklace. So I must sadly say we cannot be friends, but I do have a surprise for you. But you can't know it until your match. Good luck. Heh.
Is that it?
That is it.
That's disappointing. I was expecting a letter bomb.
I really hope she didn't put a letter bomb on this.
Either way, I'd put it in the trash note.
Yes. I mean, hey, at least if it was gonna be something, it was gonna be some sort of prank, I'd rather take a glitter bomb. At least that isn't...
I personally take the incendiary rather than glitter.
I don't know, glitter's easier to wash off. It's kind of hard to wash off third-degree burns.
You'd be surprised.
Here's Sergeant Major Payne cheering Alma on. I'm actually quite curious to know the connection between those two, unless it's just like I don't know. I'm curious. But if we were to judge by that letter from Hela, not all too happy at the fact that Alma is carrying the necklace of Mjolnir.
It must be a sore subject for him.
Yeah, but I mean, I imagine it's poor for both Hel and Fenrir, given their connections to the likes of Thor and Odin. The count of 9, Alma heading back, resetting the count. European uppercut there.
Alma being at a minor disadvantage in this match due to height and weight. Oh, she seems to be doing quite well considered.
Actually, speaking of Fenrir, we will be seeing him in your match next. He'll be going up against the creature of the forest, Leshy. So we have the beast taking on the creature. That is going to be quite the interesting matchup.
Considering how much fun the commission has making amusing matches like that, I'm surprised we haven't seen the Crimson Wolf up against one of the Evergreen yet.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising, but I never try and question the stuff that kind of goes through the commission's mind. It's sometimes they make odd decisions.
And the kick of the gut.
Oh, here we go, Asuka. Oh, had something planned for Alma. Alma reversing. A stunner to Asuka. That was Ragnarok by Alma. Oh, tried to trip up Asuka there, trying to possibly get her locked in the serpent's grasp. Asuka lifting up Alma, and it's Snake Eyes into the corner. Oh, here we go, Mistro's hook! Locked in onto Alma! Oh, Alma looks like she's able to power through. Quick jabs to the side, and there she is. Or there she goes, I should say.
I'm throwing. Ooh. Sorry, my drink got caught in my throat.
Oh, I hate it when that happens. Oh!
Yeah.
And followed up by an elbow, dropping the elbow onto the back of Asuka after that. Ooh, slammed into the LED board. A suplex there by Alma. Oh, almost running Asuka into major pain a little bit. Wait, what's happening?
It appears to be a conversation between the two.
Oh, Alma back in. Oh, quickly back out, resetting the count.
Giving Asuka time to breathe may not have been the best decision for Alma.
And the weight of the crown on the outside. Asuka getting back into the ring. Alma waiting for her. A big boot to the face. Now bridging suplex there. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Oh, and there we go. Serpent's grasp locked in onto Asuka.
Just too far away from the ropes that she is reaching for.
Alma looks like she has more planned for Asuka. Oh, to the top rope. Oh, and a leg drop. Now going for the cover. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Picking Asuka back up to her feet now. Irish whipped into the corner. Oh, I think. Here we go. Alma looking for the flight of the Valkyries. 2. Going for the 3rd. Now following up with the cover, attempts 2. Kick out at 2.
So close, though I'm sure she could almost taste the victory.
Oh, looked like she tried to once again go for Serpent's grasp. Asuka, though. Oh, sweep of the leg. Now going to the top. Another. Oh, and now locking the arm here.
Reaping back, trying to dislocate it from the shoulder. But Asuka managing to roll out of it.
Irish whipping into the corner. Oh, now just sweeping the boot. Oh! Right across the face.
Having something planned right now. Let's see what it goes.
Oh, and Asuka has got Alma with the falling sword crown driver. 3.
And your winner, Asuka Kobayashi. impressive show by Asuka against the Fighting Valkyrie that's been basically doing nothing but her best so far.
But unfortunately, this was not enough to take out the Empress of Perrin, and it looks like Alma is probably, I'd probably say, met her match. Sergeant Major Payne checking in on Alma. You know, looking back at the letter, I think that this may have been like a hint, like a late hint as to what was gonna happen to the locker room. I'm not,
Possibly, yes.
You have to be analyzed at some point, but oh boy, this next matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is I don't know how you put it. I mean, it's gonna be quite powerful. You got two like magical like beings.
So what you're telling me is I might have to step away to make sure the SMBC is working properly then?
Possibly. We do have Leshy and Fenrir coming out next.
Oh, good.
All right, but without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and take you guys down to ringside for this colossal match. The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the creature of the forest, Leshy.
Smell that fell air blowing through the entire arena.
Yes, I hate it. I'm even surprised we can smell it from. I'm surprised we can even smell it from back here.
I mean, it's dominantly mushrooms and woodrot, but it's wonderful.
I mean, it's just not my entire. It's just not my cup of tea. I prefer
Reminds me of the swamps of Urkhorn.
I imagine these swamps are only filled with the joyous type of creatures.
I mean, there's a few poisonous varieties of overly large creatures, but yes.
Any oversized poison dart frogs by chance?
So you know what a rhino looks like, yes?
A rhino? Yes.
Now picture it covered with quills.
Oh, okay, so porcupine, basically. An oversized porcupine.
Yes.
How lovely.
That is a prey animal.
And introducing his opponent. Being accompanied to the ring by Rose, weighing in at 298 pounds, he is the Beast, Fenrir.
Fenrir, of course, being one of the more entertaining and brutal competitors.
Yeah, this man comes in, like, when he comes in, you can just almost guarantee shit's gonna go down. Also, I kind of forgot to mention, look at the new duds he's rocking. A little bit of a different change in scenery. And I'm being told by our production team we are getting some audio hiccups here. Obviously, WPW not responsible for any audio or video hiccups that you may encounter at home, wherever you might be watching this. Being underground both has its benefits and also its downsides. Here goes start of the match with Leshy immediately Irish whipping Fenrir into the corner. Followed by a headbutt. Now choking the life out of him in the corner.
Getting a message from Payne. Apparently his connection with Alma is more of a mentor role, and apparently he's trying to get her to join Guns N' Raw.
Oh.
Or at least I think that's it, if I'm reading it right.
Oh no. Okay, so I believe Guns and Glory will still just be him and Minwano. He's just gonna be a mentor for Alma. Yeah. We are getting word though that Alma has been looked at to the medical crew. Fenrir now obviously is in the sights of one Beowulf. Oh, here we go. Rear naked choke here. Leshy able to quickly escape it. Oh! And Fenrir with the Kamagoye. 2. Kick out it. 2. Elbow drop there on top of Leshy. And Leshy does as Leshy does and bites the fingers.
I mean, I've heard of finger food, but it's always ridiculous when Leshy's in the ring.
Yeah, I'm actually, I question Leshy's diet, but I don't think I want to know the answer, because I think the answer is very clear.
Angles,
Kick out at 2. A DDT to Fenrir. Leshy continuing to go out the fingers there, Fenrir. Catching the leg with a dragon screw. Followed by another Kamagoye. Pin attempt. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Clothesline there by Fenrir. Just continuing to beat Leshy down.
Fenrir working on the upper body of Leshy. Leshy working on the lower body of Fenrir when he can.
Oh, we're gonna cut things a little bit.
It appears the SMBC has been overloaded, which means we have more than a little bit of magical fuckery.
It looks like we did. Looks like we got the match back, and just in time for Fenrir to hit Thor's anvil. Onto Leshy 2 and 3.
And your winner, Fenrir. Looking at playback, there is a lot of magical output going there.
Oof. I mean, I guess in part, no account due to the fact that Rose is out. I'm still trying to understand Rose. I'm still just a tad bit confused by that. I'm afraid to ask him though. I'm afraid to ask Fenrir what the deal, what that is. A nice, outstanding matchup there. Fenrir again, just continuing to show his prowess and his strength and power in the Beowulf's eyeballing him from the crowd. Fenrir's pointing at him. Oh boy.
You want me to do it security down there?
No, because it looks like Beowulf is quickly heading back to the backstage area. That is gonna be, again, I believe I said it last week, but it is gonna be quite a pandemonium with those two. I tell you what, though, that intense matchup there between well, I don't even know if it'd be appropriate to call it intense. It was just kind of a slaughter. Like Leshy was I don't know if Leshy was prepared for that.
If I remember correctly, Fenrir was under a different monk here before everything.
Yes, originally he was under the name of the Chaos Heretic. and revealed who he was not long, well, I wouldn't say not long after, but a while. I want to say it was probably November, right around the attack on Uzra and Sergeant Major Payne occurred.
Which Leshy may have been expecting something other than what had been brought to the
Quite possibly.
But with that said, I believe we have 2 more matches left. Yes.
Yes, we do, and we talked about Sergeant Major Payne. He is in the next match, going up against Greg Terrace, a match that was cut from the card last week due to time constraints. We are not under time constraints tonight, so let's go ahead and take you down to ringside for your penultimate match. The following contest is a singles match set for 1 fall. Introducing first, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is the MMA aficionado, Greg Terrace. And, are you serious? Are you actually serious right now?
Dippin' Dots.
Yes, Dippin' Dots.
Yeah, I thought Leina had the security on.
I thought we did. Apparently it's getting crazy even with what we have. So, now I'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's taking the notes with me. And coming down to the arena next, the unknown soldier himself, Sergeant Major Payne. Of course, as we've discussed before on the show, honestly, still supposedly, he's wearing a mask. Wonderful to see now. And the bell.
Okay, we should be good for the rest of the, I can at least be happy that the incident with the Dippin' Dots happened near the end of the show and not in the middle or very worst at the beginning of the show.
Listen to Hansel again, we'll have to speak to them for once.
Dr. Major Payne wrenching that arm there of Greg Terrace.
Oh, and a hip toss to Sergeant Major Payne.
Major Payne though with the jawbreaker. Now Lutez press. Oh, hip toss again by Greg. Taking Major Pain back up to his feet. Oh, another clothesline. Third clothesline. Greg going to the top rope here. A cross, well, not really a crossbody, but a splash onto Sergeant Major Payne. Now lucky in this triangle choke. Major Payne able to lift him up and hit him down with that with a makeshift power bomb. Now hung out to dry. Greg continuing to wrench the arm. Oh! Continuing just to unload on that arm there of Greg. That cannot, you know, like, you know, even though Greg's got arm protection, you know, can't really help you all that much, especially when you're, like, you know, getting constantly attacked in the same spot.
Mitigation, not prevention.
Exactly.
Ooh, massive boot to the high Greg Terrace.
There's shoulder check. Another one. And followed up by a spinebuster. Whips back into the corner. Oh, ooh, looks like Major Payne was trying to set up for a mortar shot. Greg quickly able to roll out of the way. Major Payne to the middle rope. And diving forearm.
And we have blood.
Indeed we do. Major Payne with a power bomb to Greg. Absolutely devastating. Then down for again for a second one. Now lucky in a camel clutch. But Greg able to power through. Punch to the gut by Greg. Put out by a suplex there. Now following up with the bridge. Oh, but now here we go. Greg locking in inherent danger. Will this be it for Payne? And no. Greg looks like he wants to. No, he's going for the pin attempt. 1, 2, 3.
And your winner, Greg Terrace.
Greg absolutely ecstatic over this victory.
Keeping up the BGF tradition of he who bleeds wins.
That's absolutely. Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh boy. So, Keith Von Lau obviously successfully defended his Underground Championship against the one Ignatius Black at Stand Your Ground. And now, this match up here is to determine your #1 contender for that very championship. Four outstanding competitors who have shown their prowess here in WPW and are here to get their shot at gold. You have yourselves the Frozen Hunter Arctic Mantis, the Lucha himself, El Cholo Espiritu. You have the big but deadly man Girthquake, and then Merrick the Hunter. And tweeting on social media, we have Arctic Mantis saying, WPW, I am proud of our performance last week during Collision Course with WDW. Some said my pin was a little off. To that I say, I felt my feet on the ground. That's all I know. For now, I shall focus my effort in this match and hope for a shot at the Underground Championship. May the hunt be in our favor. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vega Fun Hashime, it is time for your main event. We have ourselves a fatal four-way match to determine the #1 contender for the WPW Underground Championship. With all that being said, let's go ahead and take you guys down to ringside.
Let us see who strikes first, and if there will be blood.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match set for one fall, and is to determine the next #1 contender for the WPW Underground Championship. Introducing first, weighing in at 220 pounds, representing Los Lobos de Estella, El Cholo Espiritu.
Xolo, of course, being very impressive high flyer usually. Luchador, you say?
Yes, wrestling out of San Pancho, California.
Sounds like a nice place. We'll have to go there sometime.
It does sound great. And introducing second, weighing in at 300 pounds, coming from the backstage area, Girthquake.
very impressively large one, to be sure.
I could not agree more.
I believe just he himself in the ring makes us a hoss, maybe, if there wasn't another large man in Arctic Mantis.
Oh, yeah. That... I believe, yeah, that is in fact true. But, yeah, no, this man right here has... I mean, I guess I speak for everyone when I say he surprised everyone in WPW. Every match this man has been in has been an absolute hit, which I believe is obviously the reason why the commission gave him this opportunity, as well as giving this man an opportunity right here. And introducing third. Weighing in at 275 pounds, hailing from the frozen north, Arctic Mantis.
Arctic Mantis, of course, being the one who took home the win in collision course for WPW.
Yeah, was in that six-man tag team match, along with Fenrir and Anaj, if my memory serves me correctly.
You are correct, yes.
And introducing fourth. Weighing in at 235 pounds, representing the Marauders, Merrick, the Hunter. I should stress this isn't Arctic's, even though he was out earlier. Yeah, actually, I'll elaborate a little bit more once we get to the actual match. Merrick the Hunter here has also been he's also been having quite the impressive showing for the commission. So much so in the go home show, even though he lost the match, he got a steel cage match with Fenrir. And honestly, I'd argue took Fenrir to his limit in that matchup. If only a little bit. Here we go. Merrick going after Girthquake and Arctic going after Xolo. And I was gonna say, this isn't the first chance at a title opportunity that Arctic has had. Arctic was obviously in the finals of the World Heavyweight Tournament leading up to the main event of Resistant Disorder, going up against Leshy, but unfortunately was able to pick up the victory.
Ooh, Merrick taking the full weight of Girthquake.
Arctic now seeking this opportunity, hopefully being able to win this match and going after finally being a chance to hold gold. We're getting a tweet on social media from Osmond Killick saying, had PGF not abducted me from my abilities with the saber, I would happily show these for the might of my legend once again.
That is true, isn't it? He did fight all four of these contestants.
Yeah, I believe it was actually Arctic that Osmond fought in his debut match. Both Xolo and Girthquake showing off their strength, holding up Merrick and Arctic.
Xolo wrenching on the leg of Mac.
Oh my god, a pop-up powerbomb by Girthquake. Going for the cover. Xolo. Oh. Kick out at 1, but had that been a 3, Xolo too busy dealing with a Merrick. Now trying to hype up the crowd. Girthquake catching Arctic. Now Xolo putting his sights on the big man himself. Oh, Enziguri to the back of the head.
Xolo probably thinking Mac is still down on that side. Right?
Probably. Well, but now he no longer thinks that, as always slam there. Girthquake back into the ring. Merrick now going after Arctic. Big knee to the face. And Snake Eyes into the corner goes Merrick. And whipped into the corner by Girthquake by Arctic. And sent it up with a big clothesline.
Arctic and Xolo changing partners in this dance once again.
Xolo choking life on Girthquake, followed by a punch to the gut. Merrick going for the pin, kick out at 1 by Arctic.
Arctic Mantis, of course, routinely showing that he's incredibly good.
One, kick out at 1 by Merrick. Xolo continuing to beat down Girthquake. Arctic setting his sights on Girthquake. Belly to belly to Arctic Mantis. Merrick now back in the ring. Earthquake lifting up Arctic and dropping him down back into the mat.
Vicious military place. Well, yes, what do you go?
Xolo now back in as both Merrick and Arctic are out. Earthquake had something.
I don't know who gets the upper hand here. Somebody pretty easily of it. Oh, right. Oh, back in.
And Arctic getting back up to his feet. Now he's back in the ring. And a spear by Xolo. Tanta bodied there. It's Xolo. Arctic with a vicious backbreaker there. Continuing to put pressure on that back.
Two, three, four. and down.
You know, look, that was a little bit courteous of Girthquake there, letting Xolo finish off that suplex.
Also clever, letting Xolo wear himself out with the suspended suplex.
Oh! Knee to the jaw.
Of course, being in a dangerous place right now, outside with Girthquake. Ooh, Girthquake just eating the apron.
Scoop slam there by Merrick onto Arctic. Oh, clothesline though. Girthquake just walking over Xolo.
Keeping in mind that Wolfpack weighs over 400 pounds.
Actually, he's exactly 300 pounds.
Oh, he's only 300 pounds. I know it's over.
Here we go. Arctic. Send Merrick up for the Mantis trap.
Ooh, what a kick out. Yes, no, how's a man as large as Girthquake? Lighter than Anaj?
I'm not entirely sure.
Another powerbomb to Xolo on the outside.
Oh, Xolo. The Tequila Sunrise locked in onto Girthquake. Unfortunately, in this kind of...
Even if Girthquake taps right now, it will not count.
So the words right out of my mouth. Ooh. But it looks like Girthquake is able to escape it. Merrick going for the pin. 1, 2. Oh. Kick out at 2.
Ooh, Xolo narrowly escaping disaster with Girthquake not quite within the stairs.
Merrick, they're wrenching that arm there of Arctic. Chop across the chest. Xolo beating down Girthquake. Oh, and a double choke slam to Arctic by both Xolo and Merrick.
Xolo getting snake eyes from Girthquake for his trouble.
That looks like he's gonna be getting more than that. Oh!
And finally, the dance partners have once again changed.
On Girthquake, oh! With crushing inevitability! And kick out at 2 by Arctic.
Merrick getting thrown into the corner.
Merrick trying to put his focus on Xolo, getting exactly that. Almost thrown to the outside. Xolo firing. Snake eyes in the corner there to Merrick by Xolo. Hip toss there to Merrick.
Girthquake kicking off the Mantis out of the ring. Sorry, out of the ring.
DDT there to Merrick. And a big oh my god. What the second?
One more.
And a Tres Perros onto Girthquake. Impressive show of strength by Xolo. German suplex there to Xolo by Merrick. Arctic putting his focus on Girthquake.
Girthquake taking offense at Merrick for going after easy prey at Merrick. Only to be put in the corner.
Needed the job by Merrick to Girthquake. Xolo back up to his feet. Heading back into the ring. Tonta bodied to Xolo. Into the ropes. Oh, hung out to dry. Followed up by a series of knee strikes to the face, and Arctic is laid out to rest to the outside of the ring, and it looks like Merrick wants to continue that.
Oh, head scissor takedown to Girthquake. Followed by the Irish whip into the corner. Tossing them over the shoulder. Oh! Pick gets the knees up and tight.
A belly-to-belly slam there to Xolo.
And we have blood.
Who's bleeding?
Arctic Mantis.
Oh.
I could be wrong, however. I am quite the distance away from the ring.
Xolo trying to go for a pin there. Merrick right there to break it up. This is absolute chaos and pandemonium in this ring here. I believe that was actually the Okay, I'm missing things here. Arctic just hit the Arctic bomb onto Merrick, and Girthquake tried to get a pin attempt on Arctic there, but was not able to get it.
2.
And the Hunter's buckshot to Xolo! Both Arctic and Girthquake are down. This could be it, too! Oh.
Girthquake getting thrown into the steel stairs for his trouble. And Merrick getting hung out to dry.
Xolo going to the top rope here.
Arctic now getting thrown into the stairs.
Distance perhaps too great for Xolo to even... Oh, well, I say that, and Xolo hits that springboard forearm. They're trying to get that neck crank onto Merrick.
Merrick going for a powerbomb, and we get reversed by Xolo into a discus punch.
Arctic with a vicious gut punch to Girthquake on the outside.
Xolo just throwing that.
Now going to the top rope. Oh, just missed the elbow drop.
Fortunately, or unfortunately, Merrick not able to capitalize being stunned.
Oh, Girthquake slamming Arctic into the corner of that barricade. Xolo now going for a pin. 2. Oh, kick out at 2 by Merrick.
Possibly being intimidated by Girthquake moving quickly in the ring.
Possibly, but here we go. Xolo hitting the mouse and going onto Merrick, going for the pin. Girthquake too preoccupied. And there you have it.
And your winner, Xolo Espiritu.
Xolo now being your new #1 contender for the Underground Championship. I am at a loss for words. Xolo was the lightest man in this match, and he withstood the odds and came out on top here to end off this outstanding 30th episode of WPW Saturday Night Showdown. So there you have it, folks. At the Super Show in about a month's time, we will be seeing Hana Matsumoto defending her Synthwave Championship against Brunilda Boria, as well as Xolo going up against Keith Von Lau for the Underground Championship. So with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was your main event for tonight, and that's where we are gonna have to wrap things up. So with all that being said, I am your host, JTB. Vega.
I have been Vega von Hershey.
And we will both catch you guys next week in the Underground. Have a good night, everyone, and see ya.